Good evening, people in the EU, and good afternoon, people in the US. Hi, I'm Stephen Sashen, CEO and co-founder of Xero Shoes, and this is a Facebook Live event, an Ask Me Anything event, but it's specifically about something we have going on at xeroshoes.eu, our European website, that is super, super special. Now, really quick, this is a Facebook Live event. That means that if you have comments or questions, you can type them in below. I will see them over here on my screen. When you see me looking over there, that's why. And then I will answer those questions. And the super impressive event that we have going on is a massive, massive warehouse clearance sale. So when we launched xeroshoes.eu, a little over 6 months ago, we had no idea how well things were going to go. The warehouse space that we got was not big enough, and we need to clear out room for the products that are coming in the fall. So when you go to xeroshoes.eu/special-sale, you will see that we have a lot of products on sale at up to 71% off. This is a sale that's running between now and June 28th. And FYI, this sale is only applicable for people who are either in and, well, basically people shipping to somewhere in the European Union. So just so you know that we can't ship outside of the EU from our .eu store. Second thing you should know, don't wait till the end. Don't wait till the last day if you can avoid it, because we are already selling out of. We're going to sell out of certain sizes, certain colors, certain styles entirely. So if you see something that you like, when you go to xeroshoes.eu/special-sale, definitely I would take advantage of that sooner rather than later so you don't miss out on these incredible sales. Now, one other thing that you will find when you go to that website, you can register to win one of 500 euro. Sorry, I'm going to move the microphone closer. One of 500 euro xeroshoes.eu gift certificates. And the way you register is really, really simple. When you get to that page, you will either find, or you will find our sweepstakes app, either on the right of the screen or the bottom of the screen, depending on what kind of device you're using. And you'll see there's different actions that you can take. Each action gives you a certain number of entries. The more entries you have, the better your chances of winning. And another note related to that, don't wait till, to the end to see if you won, because we're announcing the winners after the sale ends. And more, if you buy something and then you win, you can either take that 100 euros and apply that to whatever you recently purchased, or of course you can use that to buy something else for someone that you know or love, including yourself. And so, yeah, Rich says 71% insurance sounds good for the U.S. as well. Laughing out loud, he says, "I agree, but we're not in that situation in the U.S. at this time." So, although when we have sales at the end of the year, sometimes we see numbers like that as well. So, really quickly, for those of you who may not be familiar with what Xero Shoes are, or why we're one of the fastest growing brands in the world and fastest growing companies in America, and why we have over 50,000 5-star reviews, let me explain. But first, I'll explain by talking about something other than what we are, and that's your feet. So your feet are an amazing thing when they're left to work properly, when they're left to work naturally. You have a quarter of the bones and joints of your entire body in your feet and ankles. Joints are made to move things. Your feet are supposed to bend and move and flex, because that's about balance, agility, and mobility. And if you don't let your feet do that job, that function tries unsuccessfully to move into your ankle, your knee, your hip, and your back, things upstream. And so partly what we're doing with Xero Shoes is trying to let your feet do their job so the rest of your body can do its job. Now, your feet have another job, and that is to feel things. You have more nerve endings in the soles of your feet, more than anywhere other than your lips and your fingertips. If you have nerve endings, that's because you're trying to feel something. Your brain is trying to get information about what's happening at the bottom of your body, so it knows how to effectively, efficiently, and enjoyably control the rest of your body, starting with those joints in your feet. If you can't feel things, you don't get that information, you don't have that same balance, agility, mobility, etc. So what makes Xero Shoes different? First, I'll just show you. First, and pardon the fact that I'm using one of my shoes. Normally I do this when I'm at the office and I can pull a pristine shoe off the wall behind me. This is a shoe that I actually wear on a regular basis. This is one of our HFS running shoes. So wider foot-shaped toe box, so your toes can spread and relax. They don't get squeezed together. Low to the ground for balance and agility. Super, super flexible to let those bones and joints do what they're supposed to do, like we talked about. The sole is designed to give you traction and protection, but also that ground feedback that you need to effectively and enjoyably move the rest of your body. And they are so crazy, crazy lightweight that at the end of the day, the end of a hike, the end of a whatever, you might forget you even have them on. We've had people say that they forgot they were wearing their Xero shoes and went to bed still wearing them because they forgot they had them on. Oh, and that sole, unlike most running shoes where they say you need to replace them every 200 to 500 miles, our soles are backed with a 5,000 mile sole warranty. So we have a complete line of casual and performance boots, shoes, and sandals that people use for everything from taking a walk to climbing Kilimanjaro to running across Madagascar to powerlifting, yoga, CrossFit, tennis, pickleball, powerlifting. Did I mention that one already? Pretty much anything you can think of, and to do it enjoyably and effectively and naturally. So a couple questions came in. Let me address these. Diane says, how do we shop the sale prices in the US? This is only for people in the EU, or more accurately, people shipping to the EU. So if you're in the US, but you have friends in the EU, you can buy something for them. But this is, again, because our European warehouse can't hold everything that we, all the space, it doesn't have enough space for everything we're bringing in for the fall. So we're having to clear out some things to make room for that. So when it says it makes you sad and confused, Diane, can you tell me anything more specifically, and maybe I can see if I can unconfuse you and desatisfy you. So once again, just as a reminder, go to xeroshoes.eu/special-sale. You'll see all the details about this sale that's going from now through June 28th, including not only how you can get some of our best-selling products for up to 71% off, but how you can win one of 500 euro xeroshoes.eu gift certificates. And let's see, what else can I say? I'm not going to keep you on here forever. This is just a quick announcement about this incredible opportunity that goes from now through June 28th. Once again, don't wait till the end, because we're definitely going to sell out of sizes, colors, and styles. If you see something you want, I would take action sooner rather than later. And once again, if you register to win one of those gift certificates, don't wait to see if you won, because we announce the winners after the sale ends. And if in fact you did win after you purchase something, we can either give you a refund for that 100 euros if your order is more than 100 euros, of course, or you can use that at a later time for you or someone that you love. I can't see. It says my computer, by the way, is weird light. Can I recommend barefoot shoes for wide feet? All of ours. I don't know how wide your foot is, but FYI, width is a weird thing. The way a shoe fits is not about some two-dimensional measurement of the width of your foot. It's the three-dimensional volume of your foot. And so this Xero shoes are made wider than normal shoes, with a wider toe box in particular. And we have people of all different sizes and shapes who are wearing our shoes. I can't guarantee something, because again, it's just that 3D thing instead of a 2D thing. But all of our shoes are made for wider feet. Lial, is that how you say it? Schumann says, I've been wearing Xeros for nearly 10 years. Recently did a 100-miler in my Colorados. Are they being discontinued? The answer is no, they're being upgraded. So we have a new design that's in the works. I wish I could tell you when it's going to be available, but I don't have that information yet, in part because of supply chain related things. So once again, if you have questions, type them in below or wherever you can. I'll see them over here. And I don't want to stick around or keep you busy on a beautiful Sunday afternoon or evening, depending on where you are. Father's Day for people who celebrate Father's Day. And so we can just kind of call it a day, because I've kind of done the big announcement. Go to xeroshoes.eu/special-sale for all of the info on what's going on, and how you can save up to 71% on our bestsellers between now and June 28th, and win one of 500 euro xeroshoes.com gift certificates. So let me just kind of do a going once, going twice thing. And we can call this an afternoon/evening if I don't get any questions in like the next minute while I say something. Of course, now I'm going to have to stall to figure out what I'm going to say for a minute, because I've already said pretty much everything I could think of. The sweepstakes part, as a reminder, if for how you enter the sweepstakes, go to xeroshoes.com/special-sale. You'll see our sweepstakes app left of the screen or right of the screen, bottom of the screen, depending on the device you're using. And there's different actions that you can take to get entries. The more entries you get, the better your chances of winning. And Paris says, just ordered 5 new pairs. That is awesome to hear. By the way, I think the winner, there's one person I know who owns over 40 pairs of Xero shoes. So there's some stiff competition if you want to go into the race for who has the most. Dusty asked, question, what are my thoughts on running with Xero shoes versus sandals? Total personal preference. We were only selling barefoot inspired running sandals for the first, almost 7 years of our business. Actually, yeah, barely less than 7 years of our business. We've had people who've literally run thousands and thousands of miles in our sandals. I, as a competitive sprinter, would do most of my training, most of my warm-ups, either in bare feet or my sandals, until I get to full speed. We had a couple who did a 7-day, 256K stage race across Madagascar in just our sandals. We had our first customer service manager. He ran about 150 miles a week in our do-it-yourself sandal making kit, which is similar to our Genesis ready-to-wear sandal. So it's a personal preference. Human beings have been running, walking, hiking in sandals since the beginning of human beings. They can do it. You can too. But again, no need, because that's why we make shoes as well for people who think sandals aren't the right thing for them. Like if you need just something to cover your feet, or some ankle, not support, but protection, because if you're running on trails where there's things that could scrape up against your ankles, etc. So again, personal preference is the best thing I can say about running in shoes versus sandals. I go back and forth. Again, for anything other than full speed sprinting on a track, then I'm in our Speed Force shoe. But for lots of other things, in our sandals. Okay, so that was a minute that I got to respond to one thing and answer a question. So let's call it a day. Once again, go to xeroshoes.com. Oh my gosh, sandals are far more exciting than shoes, Lial says. I would agree. And you get a lot more comments. Wait, I'm going to tell you a quick story about that couple who did the race across Madagascar. They show up at the race, and people who were in big, thick, padded, motion controlled, arch supporting shoes said, "Oh, where are your shoes? Did they get lost or something?" They said, "No, this is what we're wearing." And people said, "No, like, where are your shoes?" They said, "No, we're wearing them." They said, "No, but like, don't you have backup shoes?" They said, "Well, we have some extra laces just in case." Is that what you're talking about? They said, "Never mind." And so this race, it would go like through water and then into a desert, or go through mud and then onto something hard packed clay. It was just a lot of different surfaces, back and forth, wet and dry and wet and dry. And at the end of this race, almost everybody was in the first aid tent with nails that had fallen off, or skin that was peeling off, or massive blisters. I mean, just tons of things, except for our sandal wearing racers, who at the end of this, the day after, were saying, "So anybody want to go for another 10 or 20K? And nobody was able to, other than them. So definitely exciting, definitely fun. And again, personal preference. All right. So once again, and last time, because then we'll call it an evening or an afternoon, depending on where you are. Oh my gosh, wait, sorry. Something just came in. Just got my second pair in the mail. Love the Prios. Had to get the Trails. I know the Trails are a great shoe. All right. Go to xeroshoes.eu/special-sale. You'll find out all the details on how you can take advantage of this incredible opportunity to get some of our best sellers at 71% off and win one of those €100 xeroshoes.eu gift certificates. Once again, this is open to people who are in the EU or shipping to the EU, and the sale runs through June 28th. Definitely don't wait till the end, because we're definitely going to run out of stuff between now and then. And so most importantly, though, thanks for joining me on this afternoon/evening, depending on where you are. I can't wait to see what happens when you pick up some of these products, or if you're just buying something from our US website at xeroshoes.com, and you slip some Xero shoes on your feet, and you go out and you have fun and live life feet first. Take care.